Everyone misunderstands self-help. They think you need to wake up at 4 a.m., make your bed, meditate for an hour, journal, read a book a day, have a cold bath, have the perfect diet with the right amount of proteins, carbs, fats, and no sugars. Then supplement in multivitamins, vitamin D, fish oil, creatine, magnesium, work on the seven-side hustles, build an empire while improving their skill sets, seeing their therapist, then sleep at 8 p.m. because sleeping 8 hours is critical, then do it all over again every day by buying every course and every product they can that helps them optimize their life while also becoming minimalist, keeping your finances check, also keep your dopamine low. You don't want to indulge in anything that makes you too happy, just what society has told you to do. Work on yourself. You're incomplete growth mindset, money mode, looks maxing. Winter art, dopamine detox, stoic mindset with extreme responsibility. How else are you going to get that Bugatti, Lamborghini, mansion in the south of France, travel around the world in a private jet while having a harem of women throwing themselves at you while you're walking out of the infinity pool with the looks max jawline and a Rolex on one hand and Patek Philippe on the other? Did I mention having finances in check while investing in crypto? Let me tell you how. Through my very exclusive course for $9.90 per month. Join now. Only a few seats left. Be honest, how many of you bought into this? Because it feels nice. Feels like progress. Well, if you don't want to keep going down that rabbit hole and understand what truly matters, then keep listening. Hello everyone. Welcome to Notes from the Noise, where we find clarity in a noisy world. Let's just take a breath now and slow down. This overwhelming echo chamber you just experienced is what self-help space has become. While everyone buying in is worse off and more anxious than ever. They've made less progress in life while having nothing to show for the time they put into it, except their screen time. Look, self-help is only practiced till the time you find something meaningful because passion for that craft pushes you forward. The high of doing something you truly care about is its own thrill. Doing that makes you feel fulfilled and excites you. That is what gave humanity all the accomplishments that seemed impossible till then. Technologies that look like magic. Self-help is for people that are in a dead-end 9 to 5 or a business that is at a comfortable point where they don't find any meaning, but that's what puts the food on the table for them and their family. It is just a tool that can keep you from degrading while you're comfortable in life or at a low point, because that's when you choose which way to go. You can add something in your life, something small that's an anchor, which lets you do something productive with this open slot you got, because alternative is you do something degenerate, making you feel worse off and more anxious than before. It's about making a choice, not shaming yourself. Slowly but surely, your stamina of doing more increases. You are able to push yourself harder. You can add small things at a time and over time add more and more. Pick the things that used to actually mean self-help, like working out, meditation, or even cleaning. Pick something small. Do it till it becomes a habit. Because once you're going all out in your passion, anything that isn't a habit has no chance of making it into your schedule. And any addictions you have are just going to be exacerbated. Adding too much at once isn't something you'll ever be able to achieve, so you feel more anxious and disappointment. Because you didn't lock in today. Self-help is the oldest thing. But now it's monetized to death with self-help gurus trying to squeeze every penny out of it, out of you. Now, the only way to make you watch them is more extreme exaggerations that make up things that are wrong with you. Watching them is just another way of procrastination to avoid the real work while feeling productive because of the increase in adrenaline. Why do you think the military is so strict about their soldiers that essentially have to shoot at the other guy and ensure they don't get shot at? Be disciplined. Not because they like shiny shoes in the trenches, because they need to have these habits ingrained. Because when the battlefield is filled with smoke, gunfire, and screaming, you don't stop to think where the ammunition or the medic bag is. Your body just knows. That's what discipline builds. Automatic responses when your brain is overloaded, focusing on what's important. So, what you need to do is find the thing. And keep trying different things till you do find it. Make a YouTube video, write a story, sketch, talk. There is something you feel passionate about, or maybe like just a little bit more than everything else in your life. Stop consuming and start creating something around it. If you like watches, make a channel on watches. Like cars, review them, their design specs, previous models, anything. Ignore how many followers you have or how much you're making. Just go all into it. Start a business. There's always a cheaper way to do it. Most self help gurus are just finding new problems in your life that are going to take your attention and energy away from finding things that truly motivate you. Try to improve your bad habits and solidify the good ones. So you're doing these things on autopilot when you're focused on the thing. Think about nothing else but that. I'll tell you my own case. I was the typical self help guy, never feeling good enough, made sure to work out at least 4 times a week, if not more. Cold showers no matter what time of the year, even below 0 degrees. Meals dialed in. Till the time I started creating on YouTube. Now, I'd work the whole day, come home, and it's off to a YouTube learning spree. I was writing things I want to make videos about, looking back upon my own life. Now I know what you think. Well, you say that and you take 2 weeks to post? Yeah, well, I got a lot of hardware limitations here, so it took me a long time when editing. Many times I stayed up till 4 in the morning, then woke up at 7 to get to work. And surprisingly, I barely felt tired. I've skipped workouts, which made my family think I was depressed or something. But I think having had that regularity in exercise is what gave me the energy to apply myself to this. All that adrenaline fueled energy and focus. Why would you want to put that into picking up weights and putting it down again when you have something you're building towards? Do that when you're tired or have nothing better to do. It's like doing cardio on your fight night. Like, no! You build this stamina and focus so you could go berserk in the ring. So, gentlemen, I urge you to find something that drives you, motivates you, and makes you forget about everything else. Maybe when you're working 48 hours straight because you don't want to waste the weekend, or when that first huge client for your business needs to get something done on a tight deadline, the habits you've ingrained would help you get things done. And if you slip up on your habits during then, don't worry or beat yourself up. It isn't important. Just keep your focus and keep going. That was all. Leave a comment if you made it to the end.